Thank you, Madam Chair.
Vice Chair. Yeah.
Madam Chair, as I had said earlier, one of the biggest challenges in government is communication. Waziri, the way you've come out today, it's a bit clear, which it should have been done by the ministry from the onset. But Waziri, having said that, the reason why the committee is following up on this issue of COVID, everybody appreciates your role and the mitigations that you're putting in place. But the elephant in the house and the big question, Kenyans want to know if there is any money that has been lost. It negates any effort that has been put in place by government. And that is why there have been a lot of issues, people saying that the issue of COVID, perhaps maybe it is not fake, perhaps it is fake, or maybe this COVID doesn't even exist. Luckily, we have, fortunately, there are many Kenyans who've come out to confess. And that's why I want to send this quick recovery message to Honorable Moses Kuria, who is in the hospital recovering over COVID. Waziri, KEMSA came here, and the procurement entity on this COVID-19 is KEMSA. The CEO is on suspension over issues of KEMSA. You are the minister who should carry responsibility on any issues happening in the ministry. Could you be in a position to tell us how much was bought by KEMSA? And then two, from your own internal investigation, how much money was lost in this procurement process by KEMSA, and why KEMSA CEO is on suspension? And then two, Waziri, it is in public domain, and you've just said it, and you put it clearly when you started. It is to the ministry, and particularly you, to convince us and Kenyans that you never interfered. And I will ask you, how many times did you visit KEMSA? And if you did so, what was the engagement between you and the CEO of KEMSA? And then thirdly, was there any communication on SMSs between your office and KEMSA to manipulate the tenders? And then thirdly, we rely on donor funding. The government on its own has a lot of challenges and doesn't have enough financial capacity to mitigate on this disease. And we rely more on international financiers and donors. What is the relationship between the government of Kenya or the Ministry of Health and donors arising at this time of COVID investigation? You've just put it very clear that there is an inefficiency in KEMSA, and by extension, the ministry. Will you wait until investigation is concluded, yet you've confirmed that there is inefficiency? What urgent action are you going to take? Lastly, as a senior person in this country, there was this COVID expose that lists a number of people and companies associated with who is who in this country. What is your take on this expose? Why am I saying so? Waziri, I've not had an official communication from the government on this issue of COVID billionaires expose that became so sensational And I would say it, of course, character assassinates some people and some companies. Do you think it is fair? And what is the intervention going forward? So then you avoid unfounded truth if it is in the ministry. Thank you.
Madam Chair, if you allow me,
yes,
I think that there are so many issues that are related to the next presentation.
Okay.
That if you allow me, I can very briefly respond to the two and then hand it over to my peers to respond to the other matter.
Chair.
Okay, you can proceed. Honorable Koros, just hold on because you have had a chance. Just answer those briefly so that we can go to the presentation, and I'll open another round. So just hold on, Honorable Koros. I'll give you a chance. Hold on.
Madam Chair, let me respond first.